So Gracie wanted to. It is. What does that say? 3:35. So Gracie wanted to do some fun with my hair, but she's not allowed to cut it until the competition. So until 6 o'clock, if we don't get it. So anyway, I just let her cut it. So she wanted to say a few things to you real quick.
Oh, hi! And I'm doing his hair.
You want to tell him to make sure to comment and stuff so that we.
Yeah, make sure to comment. I really want to shave his hair. Because
It's just daddy-daughter time.
if he doesn't shave his hair, this thing is going to be like... Yeah, that's after.
That's like eyeliner and stuff like that. Hey, Brandon. What's going on, my friend? Gracie wanted to do my hair. I told her she can do it, but she can't shave it. She can only shave it if at 6 o'clock there's 40 comments from 40 different people or 140 likes across all the media platforms. So, anyway. But we're just having some fun today. There's really nothing motivational. Just spend time with your kids today is the hand of the big thing, you know. Have a good time with your kids. Love your kids. Love on them to death. And so that's what we're doing. And she's trying to figure this out. Oh, she's putting it in a comb to put in my hair. She is evil. My daughter is evil. Evil. See how evil she is? Now remember, everybody, I got to go to Tennessee next week. Hey, Gina. I got to go to Tennessee next week. And we're going to be at the Grand Ole Opry next week. So her cutting my hair is kind of a big deal this time. But because it's the deal I make with her every year, I'm going to give her that option. What's up, Dave? Hey, Dave, this is what Marines do, buddy. Hey, Steve. In case you're all wondering, Dave is a Marine, and Steve Hammond's a Marine with the Marine Corps League. Hey, Steve, you're up next, bud. You're up next. Gracie's going to do your hair like this, too, okay? But she gets to shave my head at 6 later. We got a deal, but she wanted to color my hair and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you guys can all laugh as much as you want to, but it hurts because she put the gel in my hair, okay? And then she, like, takes these things, and she's using, like, all kinds of picks and combs. Wait a minute, it's what I used to do to my grandma. My grandma let me do her hair. Semper Fi to you, brother. Hoorah. I know it should be fun. Hey, Steve, if you can hear this, make sure tomorrow we've got the car show over at the Veterans Home. I hope you can get out there. I'm going to bring Gracie out there with me. At 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to go live, and if she was able to get the likes or the comments that she needed, then she gets to shave my head outside. And if she doesn't know, but I get to shave her head. Say goodbye to all that hair. Just kidding. I would never do that.
No.
It is fun. Of course, right now she's about butchering my head, so... Bald is beautiful, but people don't understand that, and... People don't, they get mad at me when I shave my head. But they don't understand the Marine way, right? It doesn't matter if you got hair or not, Steve. The kids will find a way to do your hair.
I already know, because I'm doing his hair after this, too. All you need to...
Valeria Rojas. Hello. I know, right? Tomorrow, though, we got that car show over at the Illinois Veterans Home, Soldier and Sailors Home. There's a couple things going on this weekend. There's a Fishing for Freedom thing going on, too, this weekend somewhere. It's just been really rainy here in Quincy. I did a live feed over on my YouTube channel also, but there's a lot more over there with her butchering my head.
It's actually working, like, I'm
And then I'll be down in, for everybody interested, I'll be down in St. Louis probably once, twice a week from here on out to the end of the year. It's just, we've been going slowly and everything. I still got to get the mess night up and going. We're having a mess night on the 29th, but I've got to take it in front of the Marine Corps League first to make sure that we have everything ready for it. Hey, Shane. Thanks, buddy. I know, right? She's killing me here. This is what our kids do to us, my friend. In case y'all want to know, Steve Hammond's in the Marine Corps League with me. He used to be the Commandant, I think 2 years ago, or was it 2 years ago you were Commandant in the Marine Corps League? He's a past Commandant, really nice guy. Dave, he was in the Marine Corps. I think, Dave, did you say you were with 1-8? Dave Austin, did you say you were with 1-8 when you were in the Marine Corps? I forgot what you told me. I don't have it right in front of me, so I don't have it up and going. Oh, no, you don't understand. They don't pluck anything out. They dig these little spikes into your head. No, they dig them into your hair.
This thing right here, this thing goes to this thing. I broke it off.
And then they got this, like, it's called hair chalk. Have you ever heard of hair chalk?
This is what I'm putting into your hair.
I know, right? It hurts.
Like old.
It hurts.
It's perfect.
It hurts.
But it's perfect. Beauty's pain.
Hey, isn't that monster stuff in town this week, in Quincy this week? The monster trucks or whatever? I know Jeff Stone had a picture on his, because he's in, he had one of the trucks on the back of one of his tow trucks. He had one of the big trucks on the back there, barely fit. Like the tires were all half off. But hi, Shannon. I haven't lost the bet yet. The bet is for the hair to be shaved. I have to go back to all the... Remember, it's 40 comments on the... from 40 different people. It can't be one person, Emily, that wants to sit there and put one letter up at a time. I knew they'd do that, so we had those rules right away. I learned that bad from the last couple of times. And by the way, Gracie has got a chance to shave this every year. But I told her she don't get to shave it if there's not 40 different people with 40 different comments on the social media platform. So, like I said, it's just have fun. I didn't lose the bet yet. We're not there yet. We got till 6 o'clock, so about 2 more hours, and then we'll figure it out. I'm not staying on there too long because I got to charge this. But I will tell everybody to come out to the Veterans Home over at the Illinois Veterans Home, Soldiers Slayers Home tomorrow for the car show. It should be a really good time. I don't mean to be rude, but there is one car I love. One of my good buddies, Scott Lewis. He's from out of O'Fallon, Illinois, owns Winning Technologies. He has the Spirit of America Mustang. One of these days, I'm going to try to get it up here for one of these shows. He's such a great guy. He does so much for the military and for kids, and his wife is just an outstanding lady. Now, he's not on here right now, and this isn't promoting his stuff at all, but every time we think of cars and car shows and everything else, I keep thinking that this guy could be doing so much other stuff, but instead, he goes out of his way and doesn't take a dime, and he just helps so many people, and I love it. And there's people like him in the world that make us, and if you know who Steve Hammond is, you probably don't, but he doesn't take, he does stuff for military guys all over the time. You'll see a couple videos of us singing the Marine Corps hymn and stuff, and he always is, he's a big support to the Marine Corps League and everything he does, but he's right there, and he doesn't ask anything in return. That's the reason why a lot of my Marine Corps buddies, I love to brag about them, just because they do so much for so many people, and they ask nothing in return. So when I do see them, I like to talk good about them. I come from a hometown that's got a lot of great people in it that do a lot for people. Like when my dad was in the hospital and stuff like that, you couldn't ask for better nurses, doctors, nurse practitioners, and stuff like that. Yesterday I got a chance to run across one of my oldest friends. She's now teaching over at Ellington right now, and literally, I think it's literally my oldest friend. I know that sounds kind of weird, but outside of family and stuff. But needless to say, they're teaching over at Ellington right now. What'd she say? She's teaching first grade.
Yeah.
And I still to this day remember who my first grade teacher is because she's still around. And if you're from Quincy or something, I'm still going to give her props. Is Doris Ann Dolan, Mrs. Dolan, in first grade. She was everybody's favorite teacher. Now, I know there's a lot of great teachers out there, especially from the past, but I just happen to have Doris Ann Dolan over at St. John's, and she's such a great, great person.
I finished your hair.
Oh, it's finished. Now we can charge the phone and everything else. What the?
Perfect.
All right, my daughter's crazy. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. We're going to go live here in a little bit, but remember, 6 p.m. or 1800. I'll get on a little bit before then and let you know what the results are. I'm going to get all this crap out of my hair, though, in a little bit so that if she doesn't get to shave it, she don't get to shave it. If she does, she does. But Gina, Shannon, Steve, Shane, Chevy, okay, Valerie, Dave. I'm trying to see who else is on here. If I'm missing you, Lee, Brandon. I just want you to know you guys are all great. I appreciate you. Hey, Oulette. Hey, it's my buddy Scott. Hey, everybody's give a shout out to Scott. Scott, I had no clue, became a police officer, right? Police officer or sheriff, Scott. And I served in the Marine Corps with him. He was in weapons platoon. And yeah, I'm letting my daughter do this, Scott. Can you believe me? But I love to see when Scott's around because even in the Marine Corps, Scott had a heart of gold. And it's funny because I see all these things on TV. Everybody always asks why I get kind of mad about the stuff we see on TV every once in a while that are taking away what true heroes are, which are police officers. Because I know Scott, he's one of my friends, and then there's a guy named Joe down in St. Louis that I served in the Marine Corps with, and several of my buddies. And at no time did they ever have a mean bone in their body. They just love to help people. And so to me, when people attack, they're attacking my brothers, and I don't like that. Because I know these guys got families. I know they got hearts of gold. They would rather just go have a beer with you. You know, they're just getting by, and I just think the world of them. And now I got Susan Ortman on here and Randy Twine. And Randy drives for Schneider, and Susan, I forgot which one you drive for. Don't get me mad at me. But Randy does the Ride with Pride trucks. So, Scott, if you ever see the Ride with Pride from Schneider, Randy, he drives, I think they got 7 of them now, Randy. There's 7 Ride with Pride trucks from Schneider right now. If you can put a yes on there, I think there's 7 or is there 8 now. But anyway, Randy drives one of them, and that's how I actually met him, is the different events we do for military and stuff. And Randy, I'm trying to get Scott and a bunch of my other Marine Corps buddies to come into Quincy to fish with us in June with the Fishing for Freedom, since we'll put them all up. You better keep an eye out. I'm planning on coming up there. I need to go up there and see Bruce anyway up in that area. Hey, Justin. But always know this, Scott. You know, you're a hero to many people for being a police officer. And, you know, I understand that TV and media and crap, they're just belittling the true heroes in the world. You know, truck drivers, I think you guys are the heroes also, getting everybody's stuff to them. You know, to me, it's the little people in life that make the world go round, not the big, obnoxious politicians or, you know, the mayors that want to make an example. It's the everyday factory worker. The everyday factory worker, the everyday police officer. They're just you and me. They're our next door neighbors, you know, and no offense, but I've never asked my neighbors what their religions were. I never asked my neighbors what they do for a living. And every single time they're always invited with open arms. And that's what we taught in the Marine Corps. I guess I did kind of get into a lesson today a little bit, but that's just because I never got a chance to tell you that you're a great person, Scott. And, hey, Jesse Lee. And also, you know, Susan, Randy, you know, driving truck every single day. They do. They get in these over-the-road trucks, and they've got families of their own. Randy's one of these, you know, I've known Randy 3-4 years now, Randy. No, 5 years. Maybe it's going on 6. Man, I'm getting old. Maybe that really is gray hair up there. But, I know, right, Grace? But he's met Gracie and everything. But, not a day goes by where he doesn't have family at home, and he's trying his best to get back home. So, you know, you always got to watch out for the crazy drivers. You know, a lot of my friends drive motorcycles. The reason why is because they love to drive motorcycles. So you got to be very vigilant, very careful out there. And just, you know, when you're on the highways and on the roads and stuff, you got to be careful. So, you know, all these people have homes or have families at home: police officers, firefighters, school teachers, doctors, nurses, truck drivers, you know, nurses, nurse practitioners. Who else am I missing? Moms and dads, single moms and dads, together moms and dads, grandparents. I think Sunday's Grandparents' Day. Is that right? I don't know. She's putting makeup on me, isn't she? She knows when I start talking that...
You're never going to stop.
That's just wrong. She's putting makeup on me now because I was sitting there talking to my friends. But I do have to charge my phone and everything. And we'll be back about a few minutes to 6.
Close your eyes, because this may get into...
Remember, I'm an hour... No. I'm an hour behind East Coast time. We're Central time, so right now it is 3:49. We will come back on live at... What time? 17...
You know, this was
45. 17:45, and we'll let you know on all the stuff that's going on, okay?
This was new, and I never used it before. Now look at it. It's like...
Okay, guys. Each and every one of you... We'll be back on live at 17:45, and I'll let you know if she made it to be able to shave my head or not. And we're just having some fun today. Rick, how you doing, buddy? Chase, how are you doing? Jesse, how's it going? And Scott, we'll get together, and I will plan on coming out there to see you, bud. But we're going to get back on here in a little bit because my phone's going to... I think you put it on me now.
Shush! They have to see it.
You know, she's evil. I was evil at her age, too. Anyway, I'll talk to everybody in a bit. I'm going to get off here now. I will say bye to everybody and tell them to come back on at 17:45. We'll be at it, or 17:45. I'll let everybody know. And if we can make it by 6 o'clock Central Time, remember, it is 3:50 here, so I'm Central Time. And we will be live on YouTube and on... Why are you getting powder all over the place now? All right, I got to go because my battery is dying. I got to put this on the charger, so I'll talk to everybody in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, guys.